Kenya's labor market remains in distress 1 year later. Since the onset of the COVID-19 pandemic, nearly 2 million people have lost their jobs by June last year due to lockdown measures imposed to stop the spread of the coronavirus. And as Denis Otieno reports, calls for formation of social protection measures continue to grow to protect the unemployed.
It is exactly 13 months since Kenyans woke up to an announcement of a pandemic that changed the trajectory of the economy.
I want to inform you that the Ministry of Health has confirmed the first coronavirus case in Kenya.
As the country marks another Labor Day, job losses in various sectors of the economy have been inevitable due to the impact of COVID-19 pandemic.
So the pandemic, which started as a public health problem, quickly emerged into an economic and a social problem. For us in the labor market, we actually say it's a jobs crisis. And as we speak, even in our country, the numbers are known. About 1.7 million jobs have been lost.
A total of 129,527 man-hours involving over 3,500 employees were lost in the health, agriculture and manufacturing sectors as a result of strikes and lockdowns. The Ministry of Labour has received over 1,000 cases of trade disputes as a result of redundancies and strikes in 2020.
If you look at the hospitality industry, I want to say that almost 60% of the hospitality industry is either closed or on their knees. Quite a number of employees have been affected. The transport industry, aviation industry, and many other industries have been affected.
It has meant that there's no business continuity, because just when you're picking up, you have to close down again. And for a lot of people, they've either gone completely out of work, or have been earning reduced incomes, or are working in shift patterns. 3/4 of the jobs in Kenya, and indeed in the developing world, are in the informal economy. And that has taken quite a beating. So as we speak, enterprises are in a sorry state. Jobs are on the line. Even those who have jobs are not sure, because it will really depend on how fast we're able to recover from this third closure, and we don't know if that may happen again.
According to Mike Macharia, CEO of Kenya Association of Hotel Keepers and Caterers, the situation remains dire for the players in that space. In a survey by FKE covering the period March to June last year, results showed companies lost an average of 8.3% of the formal employment. And between October to December last year, 57% of SMEs were at risk of closure.
From where we sit as Koto, yes, it has affected us seriously. The only consolation we have is that the tripartite partners have been sitting together very regularly to try to monitor and see ways of mitigating the effects of COVID. And to some extent, those unions and companies that have CBA between themselves have been able to manage, because we meet regularly to see how we contain what is covered on the CBAs.
Employers in the country are pushing for social protection measures that will cushion citizens who have lost their jobs.
We're grappling with this third wave when there is really no cover for the ordinary person. So if you just walk around, for those who live on a daily wage, there isn't work to be done for you to earn that daily income. So you really ask yourself, what is the ordinary person surviving on?
On a global scale, more than 436 million enterprises are currently facing the risk of serious disruption as some countries battle new strains of coronavirus. But even as efforts are made to tackle the job crisis, the outlook for the market remains uncertain as the country lacks concrete measures to cushion citizens who are currently unemployed. Denis Otieno, Citizen TV, Nairobi.